All right, started the timer, and here is your question. Right. If you have read and understood,
Yes, ma'am.
kindly begin and tell me how would you manage this patient?
Ma'am, first of all, manage the patient according to ABCD protocols. First of all, make sure that as the patient, as it has been told in the scenario, that the patient has singeing of his hair of nostrils, and he's having a soot in nostril and
Yes.
inability to and have a difficulty of the breathing. That means there must something wrong in the airway. So if in case the patient needs intubation, I'll do it because later on there would be edema that would be very difficult for me to do. And in breathing, I'll make sure the patient is having adequate ventilation. Patient does not having any kind of chest full thickness burns. Like here it have mentioned that the patient have burn on the upper trunk, I guess. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, so I make sure that it's not circumferential because it might impede the pulmonary ventilation. And other thing is basically maintain a two large bore IV cannula and start hydration, send the blood for cross match and necroping, and see the other associated injury along with it, because I don't it because there might be any kind of trauma in resuscitating the patient from the side of the fire.
Good. Good.
And
How would
after,
you evaluate patient is being rehydrated enough?
ma'am, there are multiple criteria for this, starting from the
Yes.
Gauge index to the capillary refill, urinary output. You can also
Yes.
measure hematocrit, and there's one more thing.
Core temperature.
Yes, core temperature.
Okay. Good. Uh, can you help me to calculate the body surface area which is burnt? The area
Yes,
which is
ma'am.
burnt. Yes.
Yes, as its face. So, as face and neck both make 9%. The face is just would be a 4.5, and the trunk would be a 9. If it's a trunk, it would be around 18, and 912.5.
How?
And
Which method are you using to calculate
ma'am,
the
I'm
area
using
of
the
burn?
Wellness rule of nine. There's a two
Okay.
methods. The one is the Wellness rule of nine. The other is a basically it's a bit discreet. Is using the patient arm as a 1%. So we usually use the Wellness rule of nine, in which we basically have given a particular area of the body 9%, such as the face would have 4.5%, neck 4.5%. If you combine both, it would be 9%. For each hand, for each arm, it would be 9% for the both upper limbs, and for upper trunk that would be 9%. For lower trunk would be 9%. For both lower limb, each 18%. For perineum, it would be 1%.
Can you tell me how do you assess the extent of the burn or the
Ma'am,
depth of? Yes.
okay. Ma'am, then there are two things. The first thing is extent, other is the depth. For extent is basically we will be dealt by the Wellens rule of nine, that how much area has been involved in the burn, while the depth would be basically characterized by the which kind of the burn is it. Is it a superficial one, the partial
Very
thickness
good.
one, or deep burn? If in superficial burn there would be might just a discoloration that would be blanching on the pressure, that would be very painful. In a partial thickness burn, I would might find the blisters. I would might find along with that it would be very painful skin,
Can you
and
name
would be
few
edema.
complications of burns that you should be
Yes,
aware of or should be alarmed of? Yes.
yes. It's a very systematic wise, starting from the hypovolemia that could lead to the tension, that can lead to tachycardia and hypertension, which is our main concern, the hypovolemia in such patients.
Yes.
Later on, followed by the ARDS, sepsis, pneumonia, and one most common is acute kidney injury, for which you have to catheterize the patient and make sure that you monitoring the patient urinary output.
Can you tell me how electrolyte disturbance affects a patient who is already burned?
Ma'am, there could be a multi-electrolytic imbalance starting from hyponatremia, hyperkalemia, and hypocalcemia. So they all have to kept in the mind.
Can you tell me what
Like
is
if they,
ARDS, acute
Mhm.
lung injury,
Yes,
ARDS
yes,
is
ma'am.
characterized of?
Acute respiratory distress syndrome is basically characterized by acute respiratory failure along with the non-cardiogenic pulmonary edema and the pulmonary capillary wedge pressure of less than 18, and with the bilateral chest infiltrate and the refractory hypoxemia which does not settle despite of giving a effective ventilation and oxygenation.
Okay. Can you tell me the direct and indirect causes of lung injury?
ARDS. Okay,
No,
ma'am.
lung and systemic injury. These are the causes of burn or.
Okay, ma'am. Indirect, it could be it could be aspiration pneumonia. It could be a direct trauma to the chest. It could be inhalational injury. While in
Good.
indirect could be a
Yes.
indirect could be a multiple blood transfusion. It could be a sepsis and fluid
Okay.
overload as well.
All right. Can you tell me how would you read this chest X-ray?
Okay, this is chest X-ray. This is a posterior anterior chest X-ray taken in the erect position, showing a trachea in center with no bony abnormalities. All the ribs are having a equal interface in between. There is no bony abnormality in the clavicle or whatsoever in the scapula. Along with that, I can see the hilar marking to be very prominent in the both lungs, and there is a diffuse pulmonary infiltrate in both of the lungs, while the posterodiaphragmatic angles are intact.
Good. Okay. Can you tell me the long-term sequelae of acute
What, ma'am?
ARDS?
Long term?
Long-term sequelae of ARDS.
Long term. Sorry, ma'am. I missed the word
Long-term
long term.
sequelae or sequence
Okay.
or.
Ma'am, okay, ma'am, there would be a refractory habit, there could be a cardiovascular compromise secondary to continue raise pulmonary expiratory pressure, and there would be the hypertension, and along with that, the patient might would have a pulmonary edema and pulmonary failure.
Not yeah, pulmonary
Yes.
function, mild impairment, okay, neurocognitive dysfunction, PTSD, and physical debilitation.
Okay, okay.
Okay, can you please tell me what is the pathophysiology which is involved in ARDS, both in
Ma'am,
acute
they are
and
basically
reparative phase? Yes.
And there are basically two phases. The first is the acute phase, in which basically what happened is the damage to the endothelium lead to the sequestration of the fluid and the proteinaceous rich material into the interstitial spaces. That lead to the basically activation of the inflammatory cascade and a lot of cytokine release at that place that basically attract the neutrophils over there. In the reparative phase, what happened is the activation of the fibroblasts and all the damage that has been done in the acute phase is going to be repaired. If this does not resolve properly, and there will be abnormal collagen deposition that will lead to the ARDS later on.
Okay, can you tell me what happens to the lung compliance in ARDS?
Ma'am, non-compliant, it decreases.
Yes, good. Can you tell me how would you take care of or how would you manage the nutritional requirement of this patient in this
Ma'am,
situation?
I'll start the anti-nutrition within 48 to 72 hours. And if it's talking about the burn patient, it has to be started in the 8 hours. If you're talking about the ARDS patient, it has to be started in 48 to 72 hours. So you can start, if the patient can take orally, it's fine. If it cannot take orally, you start with the NG feeding.
Yes.
And basically you will calculate the total energy expenditure, and you will start giving the energy in the low carbs and high fat and high proteinaceous diet.
Okay, considering it critical care scenario, where would you manage this patient and who would you involve?
ICU. I'll basically send the patient to the burns unit as it more than 10%, more than 15% of the body surface area has been burned, and in burns center it will be managed in the ICU.
ITU. Okay, and who would you involve in the management of this patient?
Ma'am, I'll be involving the chest physiotherapist along with the chest medicine specialist and the internal medicine team, and I might have to involve surgery team in case of the in case I have to do the sclerotomy in the circumferential burns of the chest or the
Okay,
limb.
maybe vascular or plastic or no?
Yes, ma'am. Later on plastic might have to be involved.
Okay. What is the criteria to send patient to the burn unit?
Ma'am, basically, for this is it is divided into child to adults. If in child total body surface area is greater than 10, in kids it's greater than 5%. If it has been an injury to the functional area of the body, such as the hands or in the face or in the genitalias, so or the patient is presented to you with the shock and it has not been responded, in these scenario, you have to shift the patient to the burns unit.
Okay, good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am. Sorry, I
Good.
guess I took 2 minutes extra.
No, but then I continued because I was asking slow, so that's why.
Okay, ma'am.
There
Thank you so much, ma'am.
patient first. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, any
Good.
suggestion, please? How can I improve?
Yes, please give feedback, everyone. Dr. Mohammed,
Please.
give feedback, please. It was good. You had the knowledge. You answered every question. But then when you are asked, how would you calculate the body surface area burned, then how your answer should be. Can anyone else want to answer this question?
Yeah,
Because I
can be
did.
added.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Dr. Mohammed.
Yeah, can be added criteria for ARDS as Berlin criteria as mild and moderate and severe.
Which criteria? Sorry, I couldn't.
No, this is for ARDS. But I'm asking, how would you calculate? Then how
The
your
Wellness
answer
rule of
should be? Yes. Anyone else want to answer? Because everyone should read the topics, you know.
The first thing is
Ma'am,
the rule of nines, and the
Yes.
another thing is the palm equivalent to 1%.
yes.
That together
Okay.
we can calculate the body's surface area.
All right. Good.
Ma'am, I needed to ask one thing. As in this scenario, it has been given the patient arm has been burned. So when they refer to arm, are they talking about the whole one-sided upper limb or just arm? Because if it's just arm, that would be much divided from 9 to 4.5%. So I was a
Yes.
bit confused in this.
9
Is
is
it
whole 9%, and yes, if it's explained whole arm, circumferentially
okay?
anterior and posterior, then accordingly, yes.
In this, what we should be taking as a left arm, total 9% or 4.5%?
9%.
9%.
Yes.
And the trunk should be taken 9% as well. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And ma'am,
Ma'am,
face
there
would
is
be
a
4.5%.
Sorry.
Ma'am, face would be
ma'am, there is
4.5%.
another. Sorry, sir. Continue, please.
Sorry, Dr. Suman. Ma'am, I'm asking that a face would also be 4.5, as the neck is 4.5 and face is 4.5.
Face is also, yes. True.
Okay.
It was
Thank
Dr.
you.
Ishfaq. Anyway, yes.
Yes, ma'am. I
Sorry,
was
sorry, Dr.
saying, ma'am, there is another like Lone and Browder chart.
Yes.
Probably ma'am
Yes,
was looking
yes,
for
yes.
Yes.
that.
I
That's
was, yes, looking for her to name them, and so that.
yes,
Ma'am, I
ma'am.
could have
Okay,
told
okay.
you, but it has to be remembered. It's pretty big, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. At
I
least
know it.
one
That's why I
could
didn't take the
mention it.
name.
Yes, one can mention it. It is big. It's
Okay,
not
we can
possible
mention.
to.
Okay,
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
It's better
So
to
as I didn't
mention.
remember the whole thing, so that's why I didn't take the name.
And the you were saying trunk. Its total trunk is total
18.
36%.
Yes.
18,
Yes.
18, 18
Okay,
front,
okay.
18 and
back.
18
18,
front,
okay, okay.
and
Yeah,
18
18,
and
18.
18,
Yeah.
18
Back.
back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Actually,
So
yes.
trunk involves chest and abdomen together.
Yeah,
So it is
exactly.
together.
18 and
Yes.
Front
Okay,
and
yes.
back,
okay,
18, 18. Yes.
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 okay. Thank you.
Good. So when
And ma'am was asking, ma'am, you were asking the long-term sequelae of this.
yes,
There are
ARDS.
many
Yeah.
long-term like scarring is there,
Yes.
PTSD and
contractures are there. Like patient is most importantly is the psychological and the this cognitive impairment.
Yes.
So these are
So
the
there are
few
4
things.
points which you should remember for long-term
Right.
sequelae, because ARDS, okay, but then it leaves scars as well, and you should know that.